What's going on, everybody? We are back at it for another episode of First and Goal, Clean ISD's official football pregame show. Joining me once again, making his fourth appearance on First and Goal, is Chaparral head coach Tyrell McCray. Coach.
How we doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Doing good, man.
Great to see you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so the Bobcats are back at home. Final home game of the regular season. You got Leander Glen in town. But I want to go back real quick to last week when you were at Georgetown Eastview. Started a little bit slow, down 21-0, but we saw some great fight out of the Bobcats, and you guys almost pulled off that victory.
Yeah, it was something remarkable. I mean, we've been in this position before. We kind of had a slow start, road trips, things like that. But it was just it was great to see our boys fight. And, it was one of those things we talked about all week, just the power words, being behind each other and supporting each other, and then getting down 21-0. We could give up. And, we've been in that position before where we try to fight back. But this time we actually resiliently fought through it, had a great special teams effort, and then offensively we finally started clicking. So, defense did their job all night and holding them to those points. And again, it just, came up short at the end.
Now, this is going to be senior night for the Bobcats. This is your first year, so you spent the last couple months trying to get to know these guys. But, that class of 2025, one of the first to come out of here, so they have obviously, helped set the foundation.
Yes, sir. So, it's been a great class. We get little bits and pieces from other schools. As you know, as being a new school, you always get those transfers in. But these guys have come together, and we're starting to see that. And I hate that, that the season's coming to an end, because we're starting to gel as a team finally. And again, it's just a credit to those guys believing in what we brought to the table and then buying in, wholeheartedly.
One of those seniors is going to join us here soon, quarterback Kylan Moses. What can you tell us about him and the way he's helped you guys this year?
Well, since the first day I got here, Kylan stepped up to the plate. He was voted as one of his peers captains, and he's one of the four that walks out pretty much every game to the coin toss. So he shows up every single day ready to work. He has a humble demeanor about himself. He takes everything on his chin, like a quarterback. It's always the quarterback's fault, and he carries that with a badge of honor. And he goes out there and plays, and he puts his heart out there. So I have nothing but respect for him.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks again.
Not a problem. Thank you.
All right, joining me now is senior quarterback Kylan Moses. Kylan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Great to see you. Now, this is your first year with the Bobcats. What's it been like playing for Coach McCray, and what have you learned about yourself during this season?
Playing for Coach McCray showed me a lot. Like, it's more about being a team than individual success, and we have to be a team to win.
Now, you got another home game coming up this week against Leander Glen. Last week, you guys were down and rallied and almost pulled off the victory. How are you going to carry that momentum forward into this next game?
I feel like it's just a message that, we're still in this and we could do it. And the harder we practice, the harder it's going to be. The easier it's going to be in the game.
Kylan, well said. Appreciate it. Thanks again. Yes, sir. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this week's show. Enjoy the game and cheer on your Bobcats.